I bought this top from Torrid a few years ago. I always wanted a denim chambray top. It's like a thin denim you can wear in the spring and summer. I could put a tank top under it or wear it alone, and shortly after I got it, either one thing or the other happens when I buy new clothes. I either gain weight or lose weight. And in this case, I gained, and I wasn't able to wear it. Brand new with tags. I took it off, the tag off, and look, guys, I feel good about this. I feel great about this. So I just wanted to share. Don't look at my bed. I haven't made it yet. I just wanted to get my shower and try this on. I was excited about it. So I can roll up the sleeve so it's got a button cuff, and I like it just like this. So I am so happy with the weight that I have lost so far. So I got into my new top. Hey guys, enough said about that. I've got a couple of new recipes, keto recipes to share with you. Tried and true, and I only share the ones that we know we really like. And today is keto sausage cheese balls. We love these. We made them many times. They are great for breakfast. They are great as a snack, or even if you wanted them as a side dish with any meal. And here are the ingredients to make that. I will link the recipe in the description box. I get most all of my recipes from Pinterest. So there is some that we've tried and we're not crazy about, but the ones that I share with you are some that even if we weren't doing ketos, we would probably still make these. Okay, everyone, I called these keto sausage and cheese balls. They're keto sausage and cheese biscuits. Okay, now here are the main ingredients. 1 pound of breakfast sausage, mild or spicy, your choice. 2 cups of shredded sharp cheddar cheese. You could use mild if you don't like the sharp cheddar. 1.5 cups of almond flour. 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 2 large eggs, 1/4 cup of heavy cream, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder, 1/2 teaspoon of dried Italian seasoning or dried parsley, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. Now you do go ahead and cook up your sausage for this recipe, and go ahead and drain it before adding it to the mixture. Now next we want to mix and dry our wet ingredients. In a large bowl, you combine your almond flour, baking powder, garlic powder, onion powder, Italian seasoning, salt and pepper, and you stir in the shredded cheddar cheese. In a separate small bowl, you want to whisk together the egg and the heavy whipping cream until it's smooth. Next, you want to pour the egg and cream mixture into the dry ingredients and stir well to make a thick batter. Fold in the cooked sausage until it spreads evenly. Use a spoon or your hands to scoop biscuit-sized portions onto the baking sheet, leaving about 2 inches between each one, and gently shape them into round biscuit shapes. Now, what we do is take a little bit of oil and put on our fingers and roll them out into sausage balls. That's why I call them sausage balls. And then place them on the parchment paper. That keeps the pan clean each and every time, and it just makes for an easier. After you have all of those placed on your pan, on your baking sheet, you're going to bake the biscuits in the preheated oven at 350 degrees for 20 to 25 minutes until they turn a golden brown and are set in the middle. You let them cool on the baking sheet for a few minutes and then transfer them to a wire rack if you want to. You don't have to. I just transfer mine into another dish that I'm going to store them in or on a plate. You can serve them warm, either plain or sliced with butter, fried eggs, or avocado for an extra filling keto breakfast. And we do love these for breakfast. One or two heated in our microwave for about 15 seconds, and it makes for a delicious breakfast. Sometimes I've even grabbed a couple for my lunch because I'm not always a breakfast person. But these things are delicious. We love this recipe, whether we're doing ketos or not. The second recipe I'm sharing with you today is our keto style onion rings. Now, if you have a donut pan on hand, I could a mini bundt cake pan that I found from Hobby Lobby, and it works just fine. I love this pan. The cheese doesn't stick to it. But this is just 3 ingredients, and that is your cheese. You can use sharp cheddar or mild cheddar, some bacon bits, and your favorite kind of onion. We're using a red onion. That's what we got on hand today. Or you can use a sweet onion. Now, this is the second time that I fixed them because I found out a couple of things about this recipe. Number one, the first time I just put 1 onion ring in each one. That wasn't enough flavor. So I add about 3 rings on top of the first layer of cheese. And you can see here that I have 6 sections to make 6 onion rings. But what I did find the first time that I made them, I had some extra that I tried to heat it up. This is not a good recipe as a leftover heat up. So just fix what you want for the meal because they're not great at all heated up in the microwave or any other way. So you're putting a layer of your cheese, and you can put as much or as little as you want. I filled up probably about 1/3 part of the little pan. And then I added my onion ring slices. And next I will want to add my bacon bits. I don't measure anything out. I just throw a few bacon bits. If you don't like very many, just add a few or as many as you want. After you get all of your bacon bits in there, then go ahead and put another layer of your cheese. And you can use your favorite kind of cheese, mild or sharp. We do like the sharp cheddar. It has a good flavor with. Now, I had some fresh chives on hand that I wanted to use in a recipe. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these up and sprinkle them on top of our onion rings here just to use it because I want to use them before I would throw them out. But this is just optional. This isn't part of the recipe, but you can add any extra spices to your recipe if you want it to do. Then you're going to bake them in the oven at 400 degrees for 20 minutes. It sounds like a long time with that cheese, but it actually works, and it cooks those onions to where they're just delicious. When you bring them out of the oven, you can let them cool a few minutes. You can see they're very hot and bubbly. And I just take a pair of tongs and work them away from the sides, and then just bring them out and serve them on the plate, hot and ready and delicious. So we love these as a side item. Today we're having a cheeseburger with it, and the keto carbs is one for each ounce of cheese. You're looking at 1 carb. So you're probably looking at no more than 3 carbs for this meal. And it's delicious and we love it. Now, if you guys have not checked out the G. Hughes sugar-free sauces, this is the burger sauce. And we have found that we like all of their sauces that they offer. Check those out. Here's a little tip for you guys. Did you know that every 20 pounds you will go down in a clothing size? Well, that has happened to me, and I'm so happy about it. It's a slow process for me because I deal with thyroid, but my next video will be at 44 weeks. Look for that, and thanks for being here. I'll see you guys in my next video.